Good evening, everyone. I'm Neera Dave, a certified zentangle teacher, and I'm recording this video for in a very special situation of coronavirus when we are in a lockdown, a complete lockdown. And the situation is such that you feel as if you're forced to be indoors. The coronavirus scare is very high, and there are some people who need to go to work, right? Like doctors need to be there, nurses, healthcare providers, pharmacies, the grocery shop. All these people, the necessities people, they have to be there, right? The police and the fire department and things like that. So if you are one of those people who is kind of confined to the four walls of your house and you feel you're not able to go out, and this situation can be really tough to handle, then I'm going to try and help you. I'm going to upload few more videos. I don't promise when, but yes, I'm going to try and upload some videos to show you some of the patterns and some of the things which you can do. So, Zentangle is a meditative form of art. It allows you to slow down when you practice this art form. It allows you to focus on your breathing when when you do Zentangle. So today I'm going to show you some of the things. If you have the Zentangle supplies, a big thumbs up. But if you don't worry, you can still manage without it. So just try and grab a paper, pen, not notebook, any color pen. I usually start the beginners with black and white. So basically a white background, and you're using a black pen or a darker color pen, which is helpful to you. So we will start with that. I'm going to turn my camera and we are going to continue with this. So here's while I change my camera and set it up, there are some of the things which I'm going to talk to you about. Okay, just let me. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I always struggle with this. Yes. Okay, here. So there are a few things which I want to show it to you. There. I hope this stays. Why are you tilted, my baby? Hmm. Okay, just a minute. Okay, yeah, I know why. There. Okay. So this is a little bit better. Okay. Now, so you can see here I have a nice this is one of the greeting cards which I had made it as a sample. There is a Zentangle mascot. We call him as Bijou. And I have written here breathe. Okay. And when you open, you can see this is one of my meditation class where we tangle together without any string. There are a few patterns here, something which just comes up in your mind, okay? You don't have to worry about. So this is one of the things I wanted to show you. You're going to be focusing on breathing. So if you have kind of a notebook, something like this. So I have a book which I kind of like to mess around, and I kind of, put up my things. I kind of, if I'm planning on canvas or on a bigger projects, yeah, get your ideas somewhere first. So that's one of my books. And then this is one of my travel books when I'm traveling somewhere and I want to pen down. So there you go. You can see some more patterns on this page, and then this page, and this I haven't done. Okay, there you go. So what you're going to be needing today, you're going to be needing paper. So look through your kids' supply, okay? Your children have a lot of things, so look for the supplies. So if you have a normal this kind of black pen, it's fine. I usually use the Sakura Micron pens, okay, with a specific number, or a special Zentangle pen which we have. And then you would need a stub which we call tortillon and a pencil. That's about it. All right. So now let's get started. I'm going to guide you through a pattern today. All right. Now, just a minute. Okay. I think need to maybe focus. Okay. There you go. Yeah. All right. So Uh, Zentangle is art which we always start with gratitude and appreciation. So I know we are in a situation where it's tough to kind of think of things like this, but then it's very important, and we have to start with the first step to get your mind and your body aligned. So let's do a very, very short prayer. So you can, fold your hands, keep it in whatever, whatever is your faith, however you want to keep your hands, eyes, and, just try and focus. So to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my Master, Chuakoksui, to Rick and Maria, and to Zentangle family, to all the great ones, holy gurus, holy master saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, thank you all for your divine blessings, guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for a beautiful today and a beautiful tomorrow. Thank you. In full faith, we thank you. All right, so you need a little bit of gratification to start. Now, once you've done that, the second step in Zentangle is to get the four corner dots on your tile. You can see I'm not kind of I'm just going to show you. It's not very much inside or very much outside, just approximation. Now, Zentangle is an art where we don't like to use rulers or scales or anything. But yeah, whatever works for you should work there. I have a borders. Now, I'm doing this border is because I have some place where I'm going to work on. I know where I'm going to work. Okay. And then the third step in Zentangle is to give yourself a string. Now, I'm going to give you a string. If you don't have a string, you can just copy my string. So my string is going to be 1 and 2. So can you see my string? Yeah. So if you count the section, it can be 1, 2, and then this can be third section, and this can be fourth section, or it can be 1, 2. I can do one pattern here, one pattern here, and here. So depending on what and where you want to put, you can just get started with it. All right. So there you go, and I'm going to zoom out a bit so that you know where I'm starting from. All right, so the first pattern I'm going to show you today, it is inspired from a grid tangle and it is called as jongle. So I'm going to think of where can I put jongle. So I'm going to use this lower section. So I'm going to make some lines. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if it's kind of, if I'm going out of the screen. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so that you can see. There, I'm going to draw some lines. Okay, I am not worried about the equidistance or anything. I'm just going, all right, I'm stopping behind the string as if this line is disappearing, coming out on the other side, and it continues here. And one more, it continues here, and then here. Okay, now, you know what? My camera is bumping into my head as I'm going to lift it up a bit. And maybe, yeah, okay. Now, the next step in this is to draw V-shape lines, V-shape, okay? So it's going to be diagonal lines, okay? And now remember the lines. Now, this section, entire section is going behind the string. So I'm just going to leave it. I don't know what to do here, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Okay. As you progress, you will see you will be able to do something. And then I'm going to put another line underneath to help me get started. And I'm going to stop here. And these are parallel lines, right? So you're going to put more lines. And again, here, if I have to take my judgment, the line will probably stop somewhere here, and I may probably come out like this, and this will go like this. If I have to do the last one, like this, then okay, because of the border, I'm not getting my full lines, okay? It's showing that it's kind of getting going underneath this border. All right, so let me just zoom in a bit. What happened? Oh, I switched my camera. There, okay. And then now I have some space here, so go here, up, down. Remember to go diagonal up and down. That way you can, make. Now, if you see, this line will give you a reference to this line. So maybe there will be one line which will be like this. And then there'll be one line which will be here. Again, this is a string, so I am getting stopped by the string. Now, you have an option to stop or kind of ignore the string. It's your wish, okay? In Zentangle, there is nothing right or nothing wrong. And in next step, I'm going to quickly go and fill in these section with ink. All right, so okay, so I'm going to kind of pause for a minute, just a minute. All right, so you can see if you do jongle and the checkered style, so you color one, leave one, color one, leave one. We always recommend that you start from somewhere middle. So I did this one first, then this one, then kind of, finished one side and then went on the other side. Now, if there are sections like this, which are a bit confusing, okay, you want to kind of take your time and, kind of go slow with this, okay? When you're doing this pattern in the background, you're focusing on your breathing, you're going slow. The idea is not to kind of finish this fast, okay? The idea is to just enjoy what you're doing, okay? Now, once you're done with the pattern called as jongle, I'm going to do another pattern which is going to come here, okay? I'm not sure about this section, so I'm just going to start with this side first, and that pattern is called as jetties. Now, for jetties, you need some orbs. So we say orbs. Basically, I'm going to turn your tile and I'm going to show you. Orb is nothing but kind of O's, circles. There. Okay, they are the orb. So we don't call it circle, we call it orbs. So I'm going to put some orbs and then there are a few things which I'll be doing. So there you go. I hope you can see. And random orbs of different sizes. So I recommend that you start with big circles, orbs first. So I have 3 orbs, okay, and then I'm going to be probably having a semicircle here, this medium semicircle here, and now I'm going to go to the size which is smaller than this one which I have. So now I'm going to put all different sizes, kind of. It's not that I'm following any particular size. So as you can see, I'm just kind of putting up all the different sizes, and when I'm coming near another orb which I've already done, I'm making sure that I try to fit in to that much space. I'm not kind of cutting them, and I'm also putting a small orb here and here and maybe another big one here. There's a very tiny little space, so we'll go in and put a small orb like this. All right, so I'm going to just pause and come back to you. All right, so you can see I finished the entire section with orbs, and as I told you, I'm going to leave this section here. Now what you need to do is you need to make some big ones and then just start putting the random ones around it, so that kind of, for example, see there is a space here. I'm just kind of go and fit in one tiny ones which I can fit in there, that's okay. That's about it. Yeah. So work with the space, work with the given space. And in this section, I'm going to do my favorite printems. So I'm going to do printems with a twist So every time I'm stopping at a certain space. It's lightning print temps as we call it. There you go. There. And there you go. Another one. A little bit bigger print temps. Okay, now I need to go a little bit away here and then underneath. Again, when you're doing print temps, you start in spiral and you don't kind of stop. Okay, now I have my other videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, and there are a few other patterns which I've already taught, so feel free to kind of look at those patterns, learn those patterns, and then create your own designs and your own inspirations, kind of a thing. So as I was telling you earlier, zentangle being a meditative art form, it helps you in calming down. Okay, so if you are in the house and if you think that you are not doing anything, that's not it. Okay, trust me, that's not it. You are doing something which is called you being so responsible. By not going out, you're taking care of your own health. You are not becoming a carrier of the virus. Yeah, so yeah, it helps in some positive frame of mind. Yeah, I don't think so. It's kind of holiday time, right? It's an emergency. They say it's a national emergency, so you have to think of yourself as you are helping your nation. All right, now you can see here, whenever I'm doing print temps, I'm going in circle, stopping at a particular point. Now every time I'm stopping at the same place. All right, now you are getting this as a video, so feel free to kind of pause the video, go back and forth, and watch again. Now there you go. Now I have an option to stop at the border, or I can just go outside the border. Now, as you know, in zentangle there are no mistakes and no rules, so I am just going to ignore that. I can go out, right? There you go. This time I'm going other direction. There. If you don't want the lightning print temp, you can just keep on going in circle without stopping. All right, there you go. And there is this one line which I'm going to put it here, and one arc, as if one of the hidden ones are being shown. I'm so sorry if it's getting shifted. There. Okay, now you have an option to put another tangle here or leave it like that. So I think I'm going to leave it like this and quickly show you the shading. So you have a pencil and a stub. If you don't have a stub, okay, all the households generally have this thing and it is called a cotton swab, right? It's a we clean our ears with it. They say it's dangerous, but we still do it. All right, anyways, so this can also be used, and I'm going to show you how to use this as well. So first, let's get the pen. Let's work with our pencil. Now I usually recommend to hold pencils sideways to take the advantage of the graphite on the larger side, and I'm going now. Since jonquil is in a V kind of a shape, I left the first line. I'm going on the second line, so I'm going to leave the third line. I'm going to go to the fourth line. Okay, I'm going to leave the fifth line and I'm going to go to the sixth line. You can see I'm doing a little bit heavy so that you can see it well. All right, and then I can go on the first line and then all the lines, okay, basically. But why is it? This gives you less chances of error. Okay, and there, very little. Okay, now quickly checking if I have done all of them. Okay, and now with the Q-tip, okay, you're going to hold it like a pencil. So just kind of hold it like a pencil and rub the same way you use the pencil. Now there's a thumb rule for using pencil and a Q-tip or a stub is it will go in the same direction the way you used your pencil. If you went in if you went straight up and down, it will go up and down. If you went in circular motion, it will go in circular motion. Now I'll have to be a little bit square. Now I'll show you if I have this kind of thing with small section, I can do wonders. That's it. There we go. Which Q-tip generally doesn't allow. And the stub also helps in very nice blending. Now zentangle tiles which we work on are made of paper come cloth, and so the connection of, now you can see when I turn, okay, I can still pull because these are big. There you go. I can still pull my graphite nearly, I would say near 50%, not up to 50%, but near 50% there. And it also helps you in erasing those pencil marks. Okay, there you go. And you can also, yeah, so when you go nearly 50%, it has a different kind of a feel. All right, and okay, now for the jetties, you can leave it like this, okay, or you can go inside and put some more designs, so some more lines. So I'm going to go do a double line, and then I'm also going to go and do an aura there. Did you see? So work all the way, okay, all the direction. So it's not, there is no thumb rule that you have to do this way only, okay, work. And then I'm making aura next to it. So again I'm going on the bigger ones first. Okay, now you have a choice of doing only the bigger ones. I am this time also doing a little bit of curve. Rounding is also a great way to kind of, okay, so there you go. Now I'm going to the ones which are next to it, and I'm trying different direction there. Remember to breathe. When you breathe, your body feels nice, so remember to breathe. There you go. Jetties is a beautiful pattern. It is a bit of work, yes, but we have all the time in the world, I feel, being at home. There you go. Jetties is allowing you to kind of give you an effect of some balls being lined up next to each other, and then you're adding these special effects to it. There we go. And aura on both sides. So I'm going to take a moment and probably finish this and then come back to you. All right, just to show you, I've done few, but I'm going to do it maybe okay, let's see when I come back. Okay, thanks. There you can see almost I have put. Now quickly, if you see, I'm kind of, if I'm not able to do aura in all the place, it's fine. Only where I feel I can put an aura, I can just quickly go and put an aura there. Or if I'm not able to put
or I'll just do double lines or kind of a thick lines. That's it. Any direction, there is no set rules. Okay, there you go. So let me show you now. Now you have an option of coloring each one. So I'm just going to go to the big ones and color on one side only. So almost all on the one side. Okay, and then with your, now you can see there's already some graphite here, so you're just going in. There you go. Okay, now another great way is to get some graphite is to put some, because now I'm going to go randomly to the places, and so you can see now I have graphite over here, and then quickly, because there are so many of them that you may kind of, and we don't spend that much time in shading that we spend doing the pattern. So thumb rulers, we spend only maybe 5 to 10% of tangling time on shading. Unless you feel that you really enjoy doing individual shading, you can kind of do that. And then Printemps shading. Printemps is go right in the center and put some graphite just right in the middle. Okay, just in the middle there, each one. Okay, now it's beauty to see that all this pattern requires individual attention, kind of. They want you to kind of look at each one of them, and then just a spreading of graphite around. Okay, now another thing is there are no thumb rules of doing shading in this fashion only. If you think okay, you have a different way or different idea, go for it. Now last is I'm going to pick the string. So I'm going on my string. All right, just around the string, and I'm going on the jetties side this time. Yeah, towards the jetties. This one I did inside, this one I'm doing on the outside. Please don't see that. Okay, it's not that you have to follow that, I just want you to see different types. You could stick to any one or both like me. Now there you go. Now I'm going to go and use my 30 on and kind of spread. You can see right there, and then again over here around it, just around it a little bit. If your pen is just going, top line is going inside, you're fine. There. So I'm going to zoom out a bit. Last but not the least is to write, we call it as a chop. That is your initials. Find a place, maybe in the corner, anywhere. So I'm going to probably sign right in the center. Turn your tile. There's place at the back, or even if you don't have, somewhere on the paper you can write in. I generally like to so I'm going to give you a hashtag. So you're going to do hashtag Neera Dave, and I generally like to write a small message. Is feeling, you can, whatever you felt. I felt feeling good, useful, and happy. There you go. So that's about it. It's a zentangle tile and it's ready. Thank you. And just a minute, I'm going to talk to you for a minute and then, all right. So where's my camera? All right, so you saw that we did one tile together, and it may not be very perfect, and it not be. It's the one good thing about zentangle is that it is not the end product, it's also the process. So enjoy. If you're doing it with your kids, your loved ones, and if you think that they are kind of, not doing something what I'm showing, it's just fine. Let them just be themselves. That's the beauty about zentangle. Okay, we are not here to point mistakes at others. We are here to help each other, to pull each other up and say you're doing good. All right, thank you so much for tangling with me. And I have a YouTube channel. You can look in my name, Neera. It's Neera, Dave, Dave, Neera Dave. That's my YouTube channel, and I have 3 more videos there. Just see if it helps you. It's about 3-4 patterns which you can learn extra, and spend your time doing zentangle. Thank you. I am feeling really honored to be able to help people. Thank you so much. Bye.